Chapter 14, 39. Zhao Lianyun's Ascension. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Ha ha ha, Elder Fang Yuan. You are back. Lang Yalan's spirit laughed heartily, walking towards Fang Yuan with open arms. Fang Yuan also laughed. I feel like I have returned home. My heart truly feels much more secure. The two strongly hugged each other. Their attitude was extremely warm. Elder Fang Yuan, your name has shaken the whole world now. Congratulations. Lang Yalan's spirit's gaze towards Fang Yuan was completely different from before. Fang Yuan now possessed rank 8 battle strength. This was his own battle strength, and was enough for Lang Yalan's spirit to pay heavy attention to him. Moreover, Fang Yuan had escaped from Heavenly Court's chase and safely returned to Lang Ya sect. This battle achievement would shake the world if it was publicized. From Lang Yalan's spirit's perspective, he was naturally willing to see Fang Yuan have irreconcilable hatred towards the #1 human force, Heavenly Court. The more Fang Yuan was hunted down, the more happy he would be. Because he was a hairy man, and his obsession was to make hairy men the rulers of the world. Naturally, Lang Ya sect's safety was much more important. If he had not been convinced that Fang Yuan was clean and had not left behind any clues for Heavenly Court to track down, Lang Yalan's spirit would not have been so welcoming. Elder Fang Yuan, what are your plans now? Lang Yalan's spirit asked while walking. Fang Yuan spoke bluntly without hesitation. The situation is quite dangerous now. I intend to rest and reorganize for some time. I have already inherited Spectral Soul's true inheritance and become the new leader of Shadow Sect. As long as I have enough time, I can increase my cultivation and strength continually. Heavenly Court is not able to investigate me anymore. Now that I think of it, it was truly dangerous. I was fortunate to have First Supreme Elder fully supporting me. Lang Yalan's spirit felt somewhat embarrassed. He could only laugh loudly. He naturally did not fully support Fang Yuan, and only helped Fang Yuan refine Gu according to the sect rules he had set. If he did, he would have already sent hairy men Gu immortals to aid Fang Yuan. The two conversed while walking. Along the way, they saw many hairy man Gu masters who bowed towards them respectfully. Lang Ya sect's development was also progressing rapidly. Ever since Lang Yalan's spirit changed the development strategy, promoting the hairy man war of the 3 continents, many outstanding hairy man Gu masters had risen. These hairy man elites were selected and brought to live in Cloud Cover Continent to guide them in further cultivation. Murals of Lang Ya sect's supreme elders were in each cloud city of Cloud Cover Continent, and the cloud city belonging to Fang Yuan was much taller and had a giant statue of him. As such, these Gu masters were familiar with all Gu immortal elders. After discussing for a while, Fang Yuan bade farewell to Lang Yalan's spirit. The two had conversed cheerily. Lang Yalan's spirit was of course extremely interested in Spectral Soul's true inheritance, while Fang Yuan wanted to use Lang Ya sect's power to help him refine immortal Gu. Fang Yuan had some ability in refinement path, but against Lang Ya sect, he paled in comparison. Both sides set up many agreements. Lang Yalan's spirit left in satisfaction. Fang Yuan walked to a Gu refinement hall and saw 6th hair. So it was 2nd Supreme Elder. Sorry for not receiving you. 6th hair smiled. He looked withered and haggard and in a miserable state. When he saw Fang Yuan, complicated expressions were shown through his eyes. There was joy, surges of emotions, loneliness, and sighs. Events in life were mystical things. Before 6th hair had been wishing for Fang Yuan's death. Now Fang Yuan had become the leader of Shadow Sect, and was also the only hope in rescuing Spectral Soul's main body. Since Fang Yuan protected Ying Wuxi's life and had irreconcilable enmity with Heavenly Court, 6th hair also chose to acknowledge Fang Yuan's position. 6th hair pays respect to Lord Sect Leader. Please forgive me for not being able to pay full respects. 6th hair transmitted his voice. This was Lang Ya, blessed land. Lang Yalan's spirit could observe everything clearly. It is just superficial etiquette. How could I mind these things? Fang Yuan transmitted his voice. I still need to thank you for your effort in helping me by refining immortal Gu. Heavenly Court is my sworn enemy. There will be a day when I will invade Heavenly Court and use all my strength to rescue Spectral Soul's main body. Sixth Hair nodded, a radiant splendor flashing past his eyes as he turned around to lead the way. Please, this way. Actually, he was aware Fang Yuan's words did not have any assurance. If Fang Yuan wanted to break his word, he would suffer no punishment nor pay any price. But for a human to live, they needed hope, even if this hope was minuscule. Moreover, Sixth Hair was aware that if Fang Yuan had not been recruited, just based on the remaining Shadow Sect Gu Immortals, they simply would not be Heavenly Court's match and would soon be wiped out. Turo, Heavenly Court would not even need to make a move. Fang Yuan might be the first to move against Shadow Sect's remnant forces to gain benefits. Purple Mountain. True Monarch had already predicted the future situation, and so to preserve the remaining Shadow Sect forces and to sustain hope, he handed the whole of Shadow Sect to Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan knew Purple Mountain True Monarch's intention, but he accepted it and was quite happy in doing so. Fang Yuan followed Sixth Hair and walked some distance before arriving in front of a refinement path immortal formation. There, flames were raging, but they were radiating extremely cold air. The extreme coldness soon covered Fang Yuan's brows and the tips of his hair with a layer of frost. Lord Sect Leader, Cleansed Soul Immortal Gu's refinement has already reached its crucial stage, but I have failed several times in this step. My luck is inferior to yours, Sect Leader. You are more suitable to complete these final few steps. Sixth Hair transmitted his voice. He then started to explain the steps of Gu refinement in detail, as well as many key points among them, his own experiences and insights. Fang Yuan listened attentively, not missing even a single word. Cleansed Soul, Immortal Gu was the crucial key to his next cultivation plan. Almost at the same time, far away in Central Continent's Spirit Affinity House, a peak rank 5 female Gu Master was faced with an important moment of her life. At this moment, she wore combat armor, she had clear white skin, and her eyes shone like stars. Her arched eyebrows were slightly furrowed right now as she concentrated. You can begin. Spirit Affinity House's Wisdom Path. Gu Immortal Shu Hao spoke. At his side was a female immortal. She was Shu Hao's wife, Li Junying. Zhao Lian nodded and took a deep breath as she started her immortal ascension. In her rank 5 peak stage aperture, primeval essence surged like fierce waves and struck at the surrounding aperture walls. Soon, cracks began to appear on the aperture walls. Following the increase in cracks, a formless, heavenly power began to slowly lift Zhao Lianyun's body. When she was raised over 10 feet from the ground, Zhao Lianyun stopped. Currently, Zhao Lianyun's eyes were closed. Her whole concentration was on controlling the primeval essence in her aperture to fiercely smash at the aperture walls. She was unaware that as the cracks on her aperture walls increased, the aura she revealed was becoming more dense and had already attracted 2 enormous waves of qi. Heaven qi surged, dark clouds rolled in the sky, and thunder started booming. Vast earth qi caused ground to shake and dust to rise. Heaven qi and earth qi were increasing in intensity. Suddenly, a crisp sound echoed as Zhao Lianyun's aperture completely fragmented. Immediately, an extremely dense human qi flowed out of her body. Heaven qi, earth qi, and human qi began to mutually attract each other and soon gathered together, forming a giant qi sphere that covered Zhao Lianyun. You must persevere, Li Junying mumbled. Helping Zhao Lianyun ascend to Gu Immortal was not just a task from Spirit Affinity House. Even more, it concerned her and her husband, Shu Hao's benefits in the sect. Shu Hao and Li Junying belonged to the anti-Feng faction, which was unable to get along with Feng Zhuge's faction. And Zhao Lianyun was the most crucial person in the anti-Feng faction. Shu Hao was solemn and cautious. Zhao Lianyun's ascension was different from others. Because she had divine concealment, she could not be deduced, and calamities and tribulations could not descend upon her. Such an immortal ascension was unprecedented in history. Even thieving heaven demon Venerable had only created the first version of divine concealment after becoming a Gu Immortal. As such, Shu Hao was extremely careful, paying full attention to Zhao Lianyun's condition. He would immediately help if there was anything wrong. However, at this moment, despite Shu Hao having an intense desire to help, He was unable to do so. Three Qi gathered. Zhao Lianyun had to personally control its fusion process. Outsiders could not interfere. Before she underwent immortal ascension, Zhao Lianyun had done large amounts of preparation and practice. With Gu Immortals training and instructing her, she was extremely familiar with the whole process of immortal ascension. The Qi sphere formed by the three Qi became increasingly smaller. This was a good change. It showed Zhao Lianyun was successfully condensing the three Qi. After a while, the three had shrunken to an extreme degree. Zhao Lianyun opened her eyes and gave a cry as she sent her vital Gu into the center of the three Qi. Rumble! A huge sound resounded, like the booming of thunder. For an instant, Zhao Lianyun was completely dazed, her gaze going blank. But she came to her senses the very next moment, quickly looking at her aperture. There was no longer an aperture. Replacing it was an immortal aperture. Rank 6 immortal aperture. I have succeeded. Zhao Lianyun wept from extreme joy.